What if your life isn't just a random series of events, but a meticulously crafted masterpiece? What if your birth, your family, your triumphs, and even your heartbreaks were all chosen by you, long before you ever took your first breath on this earth? You heard that right. Every joy, every sorrow, every relationship was a conscious choice made in an invisible realm where time stands still. Today we're unveiling a secret kept hidden for centuries in ancient Vedas, Upanishads, Buddhist texts, Sufi wisdom, and mystical traditions. If you're ready, join us until the very end, because today you will see yourself as you've never seen before. The pre-birth blueprint, your soul's grand design. Is your life truly just a coincidence? No, it's a deeply orchestrated plan. Your birth, your family, your successes, everything was chosen by you, long before you stepped into this world. Yes, you heard that right. You chose every joy, every sorrow, and every relationship. But how and why? These decisions are made in an invisible realm where time stands still, where the soul drafts the story of its next incarnation. Today, we're lifting the veil on this profound mystery, a truth safeguarded for centuries within the Vedas, Upanishads, Buddhist scriptures, Sufi teachings, and ancient esoteric wisdom. If you're prepared, stay with us until the very end, because today, you will encounter yourself in a way you never have before. In this exploration, we'll uncover why your soul chose this particular life, how your destiny was charted before your birth, the true purpose of the soul's journey, how rediscovering this lost knowledge can utterly transform your life's direction. This isn't merely a story. It's the greatest secret of your existence, a truth your soul deserves to know. Part 2. Ancient Truths. The Mystery of Pre-Birth. Soul Choice. The enigma of the soul's pre-birth choices is not a new concept. It's thousands of years old. These profound ideas are extensively explored in the Rig Veda, Upanishads, Buddhist scriptures, Garuda Purana, and Tantric philosophies. This truth isn't confined to India alone. It finds mention in Hermetic philosophy, the esoteric traditions of Sufi saints, and even ancient Christian mysticism. Tibetan Buddhist principles speak of the bardo, a transitional state where the soul selects its next life before rebirth. Similarly, yogic traditions emphasize that the soul's next life is determined by its consciousness and accumulated karma. All these diverse traditions converge on a single powerful message. We haven't arrived in this life by chance. We chose it, deliberately and consciously. Part 3. Life, a conscious choice. Your current life is no accident. It is the journey your soul meticulously chose. Every challenge, every victory, every relationship you've cherished or lost, everything, including your family, your soulmates, and even your struggles, are part of a deliberate blueprint crafted by your soul. Before birth, in a dimension where time and space cease to exist, your soul charted this entire course. Your life is not a random occurrence. It is a segment of a sacred plan. A plan you chose for learning, for growth, and for self-discovery. When you embrace this profound truth, every pain and every joy is perceived with deeper understanding and reverence. Part 4. The Pre-Birth Realm. Where were you before? Have you ever wondered where you were before you arrived in this life? Your existence predates your arrival on Earth. You resided in a realm beyond time and space, a state known by many names: the astral realm, the causal plane, the interlife state, or in Tibetan Buddhism, the bardo. This is a domain without physical bodies, without limits, only pure energy, pure consciousness. Here, the soul knows no fear, no doubt, no ego, only boundless peace and infinite love. You were in perfect unity with your original source, whether you call it God, Brahman, or the universal mind. There was no duality, no distinction. You and the cosmos were one. You simply were, completely immersed in pure consciousness. In that state, there was no hunger, no pain, no desire, only the pure bliss of existence. It was a state of absolute clarity, where you knew yourself to be infinite, unborn, immortal. You remembered countless journeys, myriad births, and innumerable transitions through death, each time accumulating new experiences into your consciousness. Yet, Even amidst this perfection, a subtle yearning would arise. A call to learn something new, to experience something fresh, for without experience, consciousness stagnates, and the very nature of consciousness is to evolve, to expand. This is why the soul plans a new life, new challenges, new journeys, new relationships. But first, it reviews its past lives, learning where it succeeded and where further growth is needed. And then, in that unseen cosmic assembly, the map for the new journey is meticulously prepared. Part 5. Why the soul incarnates. Even when the soul resides in that magnificent realm of infinite peace, devoid of suffering or lack, a deep calling emerges from within. It is a call for evolution, for experience, for feeling the depths of love. For merely existing in peace is not enough. The soul knows that consciousness expands through experience. Only through challenge does the soul deepen. Just as a seed must be buried in dark soil to sprout, just as gold must be refined through fire to achieve purity, so too must the soul navigate difficulties to discover its true brilliance. This is why the soul voluntarily chooses a new life, a life that holds love, but also the fear of loss, a life that offers the taste of success, but also the pain of failure, a life with the sweetness of connection, but also the sorrow of separation. The soul understands that every challenge, every pain, every joy, every tear will transform into a pearl on the necklace of its growth. Therefore, the soul decides to descend to earth. It consciously chooses the circumstances through which it will be refined. Your life is not an accident. Your parents, your birthplace, your talents, your struggles, all are part of your soul's profound plan. You chose this life. When you grasp this, every moment you have lived or are living, no matter how difficult, gains a profound meaning and purpose. You are not merely a body, you are a traveler on an infinite journey, and you chose this path for your own love and growth. Part 6. The pre-birth planning stage. Now consider, when the soul decides to incarnate on Earth, does it happen by chance? Does it simply plummet into any life? No, it's a deep, intricate plan. Before birth, the soul enters a special realm, which many traditions refer to as the interlife or the between lives realm. This is a place where the soul reviews its past lives. It examines where it extended love, where it was driven by fear, where it expanded its consciousness, and where it remained trapped in ignorance. This review is not a punishment. It's like a mirror reflecting the soul's own truth. Every action, every emotion, every thought unfolds before the soul. Along with its full impact, it experiences how its words might have hurt someone, or how its love saved another. And then, the soul decides what it needs to learn next, which lessons are incomplete, which qualities need to be deepened. In this planning, the soul is not alone. It is accompanied by its spiritual guides, loving, divine beings, whose sole purpose is to illuminate the soul's path. These guides help by showing options, presenting potential lives as if on a vast screen, each with different challenges, opportunities, and relationships. The soul senses which life will offer the most profound growth. Then, it chooses its parents, its family situation, its country, culture, and even the specific talents and challenges it will face. Yes, you even chose your strengths and your weaknesses. You decided which illnesses to contend with, which sorrows to experience, which love to embrace, because every experience was destined to refine your soul. But remember, this plan wasn't rigid. It was a blueprint with options, with possibilities. You always retained your free will. Your soul chose the most beautiful game, where every move, every challenge, would become a gift for its evolution. So, whenever life feels unfair, whenever a sorrow seems meaningless, remember, it's all part of a grand, deep plan that you, your soul, chose for yourself. Part 7. The significance of karma. Now let's talk about a profound law that guides every soul's journey. The law of karma. What does karma mean? Simply put, every action, every emotion, every thought creates an energy. This energy is never lost. It always returns, sometimes in this life, sometimes in the next. Like sowing a seed and reaping its corresponding fruit, every action carries its own consequence. If you planted seeds of love, you will harvest love. If you sowed seeds of hatred, you experienced pain. But understand, karma is not a punishment. It is merely a teaching mechanism. Karma is a teacher that allows the soul to experience the effect of its every action, enabling it to understand what to cultivate and what to release. Your current life is a reflection of your past journeys. Some events you don't understand might be the fruits of past karma. Perhaps you once supported someone. Today, someone supports you. Perhaps you once broke a heart. Today, you feel the pain of a broken heart. Crucially, this doesn't mean you are a victim. Instead, you are a true warrior, learning and growing. Karma operates on two levels. Sanchita karma, the accumulated storehouse of all your past actions. Prarabdha karma, the portion of Sanchita karma, destined to be experienced or learned in this specific life. What you are experiencing today is the result of your Prarabdha karma. But what you think and do today is actively shaping your future. This means your future is in your hands. Every small step today, every act of kindness, every moment of forgiveness can brighten your path forward. So, whenever a difficult time arises, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? Because true wisdom can transform even suffering into a blessing. Karma is not a chain. It is a ladder upon which the soul ascends to perfection. Part 8. Soul contracts and soul groups. Now, consider this. Is it possible that every person who has entered your life is not there by chance, but is part of a predetermined plan? Yes, this is a profound truth. Before birth, we make soul contracts with certain souls. These contracts are forged for the purpose of learning, growing, and evolving together. Your parents, your friends, your lovers, and even those who have caused you pain, there is a deep soul agreement with each of them. Some souls become your support system, while others challenge you. Sometimes they offer love to teach, and sometimes they deliver harsh lessons. But know this, every encounter has a purpose. Sometimes a soul takes on a difficult role so you can learn to forgive or recognize your own strength. We, as souls, travel in soul groups. Within the same soul group, we incarnate together across many lifetimes. Sometimes as a mother, a sibling, a friend, a lover, or even an adversary. Each time, we play different roles, but with the singular goal of learning and growth. So, when you meet someone and feel an unexplainable deep connection, or a bond that transcends words, understand that they might be part of your soul group. And remember, your soul group is always with you. Even amidst life's struggles and distances, on a soul level, you are never truly separate. Every relationship, every encounter, is a sacred part of your spiritual journey. Every soul has come to write an invaluable chapter in your story. Part 9. Spiritual Guides and the Soul's Choice. Now, reflect. When the soul chooses its next incarnation, is it alone? Number. In this sacred process, the soul is accompanied by its spiritual guides. These guides are divine beings of immense, loving energy, whose sole purpose is to illuminate your soul's path. They act as a mirror, showing you your weaknesses and strengths, helping you understand both challenges and opportunities. When you choose a new life, these guides collaborate with you on the plan. They remind you of your past journeys, your unfinished lessons, and your achievements. They help you discern where and what kind of experience is needed. However, the final decision always rests with your soul. No one compels you. No one punishes you. You choose your next journey, driven by your own thirst for growth. Spiritual guides are merely advisors, like a loving teacher who points the way, but you must walk it yourself. And when you incarnate on earth, these guides remain very close to your soul. Though invisible, they continue to guide you through subtle signs, through dreams, through sudden insights, through moments of intuition. When life feels difficult, or the path seems unclear, remember, you are never alone. Your spiritual companions are always by your side. You just need to listen for their whispers, to recognize the voice of your heart. You came with a divine team, standing behind you every step of the way. Part 10. Free Will, Your Ultimate Power. Now, understand another profound truth. Even though your soul planned this life, you are still imbued with free will. Yes, your life has a blueprint, but navigating the path is always in your hands. At every turn, with every decision, you possess the power of choice. You can choose to run from difficulties in fear, or to face them and learn. You can choose to succumb to anger and hatred, or to embrace forgiveness and love. Your actions, your decisions, determine how you play out the plan you set for yourself. Sometimes, you grasp a lesson quickly, and life becomes smoother. Other times, due to ego or fear, you delay the lesson, and life becomes more challenging. This is why no prophecy, no astrological chart, can fully predict your entire life, because at every moment, you are creating new possibilities. This is the soul's true game, to create a plan, and then, through free will, to bring it to vibrant life. Your future is not a story etched in stone. It is a flowing river that you shape with your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Every time you choose love, every time you choose forgiveness, every time you choose courage, you elevate your life to new heights. So, the next time life presents you with a crossroads, remember, the choice is yours. You are the creator of your destiny, the author of your story, and this is your greatest power, free will. Part 11. The Veil of Forgetting. So, if the soul plans everything in advance, why don't we remember it? Because at birth, a veil of forgetting is placed upon us. This veil makes us forget our past lives, the plans we made, and our true divine nature. This forgetting is not a punishment. It is a blessing. If you remembered everything, could you truly learn? If you knew every pain and challenge in advance, could you experience it with an open heart? The veil of forgetting offers us the opportunity to experience every moment anew, to feel joy, to embrace pain, to discover love, and to rediscover ourselves. This is the beauty of life. We lose our way, we wander, we fall, and then we rise. Despite this veil, the soul's subtle cues are always with us. Sometimes in a dream, sometimes in a sudden intuition, sometimes in a stranger's words. We catch glimpses of our soul's memory. These moments of intuition, these small flashes of déjà vu, these inner stirrings, these are the soul's reminders. The real journey of our life is to remember what we have forgotten, who we are, why we came, and who we are meant to become. This is true awakening. This is the first step towards true liberation. Part 12. The Physical World, a School for the Soul. Now the question arises, where is the soul sent to learn? The answer, the physical world, this very world in which you and I live. This world is no ordinary place. It is a vast school where the soul faces its true tests. Here, there is everything. Joy and sorrow, love and separation, success and failure. Every emotion, every struggle carries a lesson. If the soul only resided in light and bliss, how would it learn patience? How would it understand forgiveness? How would it recognize the divinity within itself amid struggles? This is why this world has limitations: time, distance, death, and the ebb and flow of emotions. These limitations challenge us, compelling us to search within. In this dense darkness, we seek our inner light. The mortality of the body, the grip of time, the fragility of relationships, all teach us that nothing is permanent. And in this impermanence, we find true love, genuine compassion, and authentic self-knowledge. This is why life never feels perfect, because it wasn't designed to be. It was designed not to break you, but to forge you. Every difficulty is a doorway, every tear a lesson, every separation a new turn. And when you begin to see life from this perspective, every moment, every experience becomes a blessing. The physical world is the most beautiful, most challenging, and most essential stage for the soul's evolution. Part 13. After Death, the Interlife Journey. So, when the body ceases to exist, does the story end there? No. It's just the beginning of a new chapter. After death, the soul enters a unique state known as the interlife, or the world between lives. This is a place where there is no physical body, no time, only pure consciousness. Here, the soul pauses, rests, reflects, and deeply examines its previous life. This is called the life review. During this review, the soul witnesses its entire past life, not just as memories, but by feeling the impact of its every action. The joy it gave, the sorrow it caused, everything is experienced by the soul itself. This is not a punishment, nor is it an external judgment. It is the mirror of the soul's own conscience. During this review, the soul learns where it chose love and where it succumbed to fear. In the interlife, the soul also gets the opportunity to understand its karma and plan its next steps. It's a beautiful, compassionate process where the soul is neither condemned nor punished, but simply given the opportunity to learn. The duration of this time varies for different souls. Some move on quickly, while others take an extended rest. In the interlife, the soul reunites with its soul group, those souls who have always journeyed with it. It's like a grand reunion, filled with love, understanding, and a deep sense of belonging. Then, when the soul is ready, it begins the process of choosing a new life. But why? Because the soul knows the cycle of learning is not over. The journey continues. Part 14. The ultimate goal, liberation. The soul repeatedly incarnates, learns, grows, and experiences. But does this journey ever reach its completion? Yes. This journey has an ultimate goal, liberation, or what we call moksha. Liberation means being completely freed from the cycle of birth and death. When the soul has learned every lesson, balanced its karma, and recognized its ultimate truth, it no longer needs to reincarnate. This is a state where the soul merges into pure consciousness, where there is no fear, no greed, no separation, no struggle. It is a peace that transcends words. Liberation is known by different names in various traditions. Moksha in Hinduism, nirvana in Buddhism, and self-realization, awakening, or liberation in other spiritual paths. Liberation is not an escape from life. It is the art of completely embracing life while rising above all its attachments. The liberated soul knows it is itself Brahman. It is love. It is light. A liberated soul can choose to rest in higher realms, or it can choose to return in service, to awaken humanity, to spread the message of love. Such enlightened souls are known as gurus, avatars, bodhisattvas, or saints. They forsake their personal bliss to help us all. Their singular message is, "You are that which you seek. Love is the truth. Wake up, remember who you are." And so, the soul's greatest journey is to recognize its divine nature and then to live fully within that recognition. If this journey has touched your heart, if you too feel that you are not just a body, but an infinite soul, then write one word in the comments below. Awakening. Yes, just write awakening. Because when you write that word, you acknowledge the power within you and embark on a new beginning. This channel is not just a YouTube channel. It is a movement, a family of souls who are awakening, who seek to know the truth. If you wish to be a part of this family, subscribe to the channel and share this knowledge with your friends and loved ones. Every share, every subscription will strengthen our collective consciousness.